During this Advent season, someone shared something that I had shared from about 10 years ago. And it was such a pertinent thing and such an on-target thing about the Advent season. I just need to share it with you. It's entitled Rolling with It, and it's about Joseph from Luke 2:5. He went there to register with Mary, this is Joseph, who was pledged to be married to him, Joseph, and was expecting a child. It's not his child. He is Joseph, and there is Bethlehem. That is what the he and the there refers to in the verse. Registering has nothing to do with a department store and nothing to do with a wedding. It has to do with the census and fulfilling the prophecy that's spoken about Jesus. How awkward, though. I mean, here is Joseph with a pregnant girl, and it's not his baby either, you know. The Father is God, the Holy Spirit. Try to explain that truth to those who might ask why you're engaged to a gal who's going to have God's Son, the Messiah. Not easy on Joseph. I have a lot of respect for Joseph. I'm sure he faced a considerable amount of scorn and misunderstanding. Mary was expecting, and I would guess that Joseph barely knew what to expect next. He is the consummate example of a guy who is rolling with it, just trying to do his best given the circumstances. Sure, he was visited by an angel in a dream, and he's told a few details, but wow, is this a huge and overwhelming expectation of him from God, or what? I think God should be in total and complete charge of all expectations, and we shouldn't. After all, he is God, and we should expect whatever he wants and deserves. We are not God, right? What is up with us and all of our expectations? They only lead to big disappointments and failures. Maybe that is what we are after when we have expectations in the first place. Maybe we're setting people up to fail or milking the sympathy that comes from petty, unnecessary disappointments. If we need boundaries, fine. Even requirements are fine. Just call them that they are exactly that. We are too often harsh or mean when it comes when someone does not fulfill our almighty expectations. When we have secret expectations, that is even worse. Then people can fail or disappoint us without even having a fighting chance. I pretty much let the expectations go after a couple of disastrous episodes of disappointment and failure in my own life. I have replaced them with hopes and leaving the promising to God, who always comes through, and he never fails. Would our expectations of Joseph or Mary have included what God was trying to accomplish through them? Just a thought here. But if we are interested in lowering the drama and the pain level in our lives, we might try stopping with all the expectations, especially the unspoken ones. Leave the judgment stuff to God and quit trying to make people conform to our standards for them. I do expect that I will have to get this log out of my eye before I start digging for specks in yours. I can pick people apart with the best of us, but it is wrong, and I have no more right to set anyone up for failure or disappointment with my lofty and unjust expectations than I do to judge Joseph and Mary's morals or appearances of impropriety. We should lighten up a little and let God do the judging and the expecting and the pruning and the purging too. Like Joseph, we should roll with it a little and just do our best given the circumstances. I hope this convicts some and it protects others. It has protected me, but it has also convicted me too.